Okay, my name's Priscilla Buckout. I go to Roger Bell New Tech Academy, and I'm a fifth grader. Today I'm interviewing Miss Godwin, the principal of Roger Bell New Tech Academy. Miss Godwin, I have some questions for you.
Okay.
What legacy do you want to hope to leave behind as a principal?
I hope the legacy I leave behind at Roger Bell is that our staff and students will always be lightning, that everyone knows that they are lifelong learners, that have grit, that can work together, learn about our world, but then come back to hopefully have luck and contribute back to the community.
Okay, next question. What's the hardest part of being a principal, and how do you handle it?
The hardest part is probably juggling all the responsibilities and trying to keep a balance of making sure you all are learning and having fun, and that I communicate with your parents what's happening at school, because that's pretty important. And the teachers have high expectations for me, but then I'm also there to support them and help them make sure that you all are doing your best.
Okay, this is a fun question. What were you like as a fifth grader?
I think I would first say I was probably a rule follower. I'm still a rule follower. And I really enjoyed school and enjoyed learning. I really like science. It was one of my favorite subjects because we had textbooks back then. It's a long time ago. And so we would read a textbook and write like words and vocabulary words. We never got to do a lot of hands on things except in science. So a rule follower that enjoyed learning and enjoyed school.
Okay. What's one change you've made at your school and that you're most proud of?
I would say the transformation of culture over the past 4 years. We have worked really hard to make sure that the community is proud of Roger Bell and that our students and staff are proud of where they walk into every single day. You all seem really happy when you come to school every day, whether you come in carpool, the vans, or the bus. And when I go in your classrooms, it's not silent, it's not quiet. Everybody seems happy, even the teachers. They're excited about what they're teaching. And all of you are always excited to tell me what you're learning.
What is your favorite part about being a principal?
I would say all the connections I get to make. There are 400 of you that I get to see every day, and I learn about you. I pop into family time and hear about you, and hear about what's going on in your world. And then I also get to make connections with the staff and your parents. And I learned so much from everybody. I've learned about our community, and then I've just learned about kids. Y'all change a lot really quickly. And I've watched a lot of you grow from kindergarten all the way to fifth grade now, and that's been a lot of fun.
If you could have any job in the world besides being a principal, what would it be?
I would probably choose to be a teacher. I was a teacher before I was a principal, and that was probably one of my most favorite jobs ever. I taught fifth grade for 12 years. It's the best grade. And I grew, so I was 21 when I started teaching. And so I grew a lot through that time with the kids. Like every year, fifth graders changed, and I was able to change what I was doing, learn from my administrators. And that's really where my heart is. And I just love teaching and watching kids learn and making learning fun.
Okay, what does it mean to be named Principal of the Year?
It's a honor, but it's not just my honor. It really represents the dedication of the community, our students, and our staff, and all of us working towards a vision of being lightning. And it's not just me. We all have to do this together to make Roger Bell what Roger Bell is.
Okay, how do you help students who are struggling?
Well, you probably don't know this, but the teachers and myself and Miss Bayless and Miss Wilson, we meet all the time and we look at what you're doing, whether you're struggling with behavior or you're struggling with work, like schoolwork. And we say, what can we do to help that student? Do we need to have a conference with their parents, or do we need to get a new program or change the way we're teaching to really help students understand what they're learning?
Okay, what inspired you to become a principal?
I saw the impact that a really good leader can have on a school, and how a strong strategic leader can change the culture and change the school completely. And I really wanted to do the same thing, but I wanted to do that because I was able to watch such good leaders do that at other places.
Do you have a favorite book you would recommend to kids our age?
Fifth graders. Probably Tuck Everlasting. Have you ever read it?
Nope.
Okay. It is a book. It's full of figurative language. It has a great plot. But it really makes you think about life and hard decisions and growing up. And I think that's important at your age because you're going to go to middle school and realizing that it's okay to be a kid. You don't have to grow up so fast. Don't rush it and just enjoy being in the moment you're in.
Okay. What makes a school a great place for students to learn?
I think first the staff has to enjoy being there. I have to enjoy being there, and I truly love going to Roger Bell every single day. And our teachers are happy when they walk in. And I think it's because we don't ever stop learning ourselves. We tell you all to be lifelong learners, but we hold that to ourselves also. And we keep growing and learning and figuring out new ways to make learning really engaging. Like we've really learned a lot about iPads and robots and coding and Lego over the past 4 years that we've been able to bring to all of you who y'all are now teaching us really cool things to do.
How do you hope teachers and students do their best?
I set expectations just like your teachers do. And I make sure that the teachers realize what these expectations are, but I feel like I also build relationships. I know where almost all of you are academically. I know your strengths, I know your weaknesses, and we really talk about that when I'm in and out of classrooms. You see me pop in sometimes. I'm really kind of watching the teachers sometimes. But I talk to your teachers about, hey, what can we do to make sure we are helping Priscilla do what Priscilla can do? We don't want to hold you back. We want you to like say, hey, I really want to do this. And we want to make that happen for you.
Okay, how do you decide what activities and programs to bring to your school?
Well, we have a team called the School Improvement Team, and we meet a couple of times a month, and that has some teachers, Miss Martin, Mr. Allen on that team, and we look at a lot of data. So all those tests you take and the surveys you do or your parents do or the staff does, and we say what would make our school better. And we don't just mean make the numbers better. We want to continue making the culture better. And so then we come to the table and we talk to the staff, and sometimes they even talk to you guys, and we say, what do you all want to do, or what do the teachers want to do that they think would help? And we decide if that's what's best for the school.
Okay. What do you like to do when you're not working?
I like spending time with my family, my husband and my 7-year-old daughter. Sometimes we just relax, but we like to go out on the boat. I actually like to help my daughter with her homework. That's a lot of fun. And just spending time with them.
Okay, this is the last question.
Okay.
What's your favorite subject in school and why?
It was definitely science. And I just think science is, you have to learn it, and there's a lot of vocabulary, and it seems easy, but there's so much more to it when you really dig into it, and you get to do a lot of experiments and hands-on. And I don't really learn by reading or hearing. I have to do it, and in science you get to do that.
I think it also helps that if the teacher gives you something that distracts you, that makes you think, oh, I'm not learning anything, even though they're making you learn a lot.
Oh yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah, do your teachers do that?
they do that all the time. Anyways, that was all of the questions. Is there anything you want to say, Miss Godwin?
No, thank you for asking me all these awesome questions.
You're welcome. Thank you too.